Oh, was it a sound thing or? Oh, I didn't set the context. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. It's quite ironic to think that I had any artwork that could have sold a show because I'm a writer. I didn't want to create a pitch that didn't have any artwork because if you try to sell an animation show and you don't have any pictures, it's going to be just blocks of text. It's going to be a little bit boring. So I drew my own characters, which luckily did not become the actual characters on the show because it wouldn't look as beautiful. It used to be called Marvin's Magic Words in its earliest form. The show's changed a lot. This is Marvin. This is his magic stick, and the show has evolved greatly because we actually hired professional artists. Jeff Tucker and Jen Taylor are art directors who created a beautiful set of characters and worlds. So I'm fortunate to get to work with extremely talented people, and I can write scripts and take it from there. To develop Wallykazam, it went through a lot of stages. Nickelodeon was interested in pursuing it further, so we actually made a 5-minute short. It was just 2 characters. It was just, at the time, his name was Monty and Norval. Again, the network had interest in that, so we developed it into a 15-minute pilot where we started to introduce a few more characters, and started to introduce rules for how the magic worked, learned a little bit more about the show through the pilot, and then it got picked up for series, and then we had to really figure out what the thing was. It started fresh because we had to write 26 episodes, so at that point it was really about how do you take an idea and a few characters and actually make a whole show. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get into writing or producing shows for young kids, you have to do 2 things simultaneously. You have to work on your own creative voice and think about what makes you laugh and what kind of stories you like to tell and what makes you tick. At the same time, you need to learn a little bit about that audience and what makes them tick, and you have to kind of find a way to meet in the middle. We try to make ourselves laugh, and if we can make ourselves laugh and make the audience laugh, it feels like a double win. But we also test a lot of these stories in preschools. We have a research department that will take a script and break it into a storybook, bring the storybook out to kids and find out if they like it or not. And if they don't like it, they'll tell us. Their kids are very honest, and they'll say things like, "I don't like that," and then we have to think about changing it because they've just told us that they don't like it.